See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. Done been the lappiness. The look on your face says you don't like happiness, but I come along, so come along with me until the thing on your face is DUNLAP. There's a lot of news to get to this week.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get straight to it.
Which one?
Which one what?
Lawsuit, whatever.
Oh, this is good, Jackie. A lot of podcasts do that. They come on right at the top. Instead of doing a dirty limerick, they say, hey, today we'll be talking about all the different ways that Trump is in legal problems. Well, Biden says COVID is over. Mississippi welfare scandal, Russia, Georgia. We probably won't talk about half of these. Da-da-da. And then you go into it, and they go, da-da-da-da.
How long have they got to talk about it? Because how many damn court, search and seizure, whatever, raid, I can't keep up with it all. I don't know how much it is.
Okay, let's see. Today, CNN said that Trump has been having a secret court fight, which those aren't, let's be honest, as much fun as the public ones.
No.
To stop the grand jury from getting information from his inner circle. Which is, whoa, the MyPillow guy.
They already got his phone. They got it at Hardee's. I was going to say Burger King. I don't know why. Okay, who else? Yeah, him, Giuliani.
Do you think they were just staking out? I know we talked about this last time. I hate to go back into it, but were they just staking out all the fast food restaurants?
I think they knew which ones he frequented.
Yeah, that's probably
all of them. 4 or 5, not all of them. Hell,
he don't go to Wendy's no more. He had a fight with he couldn't convince that girl running the register that Trump won the election. Well, you can keep your fries. See how he talked?
No,
I don't know who that was.
That is that. You've done it before. You sound like it. That time you didn't. I don't know who that was.
Well, you can't just jump into, I need everybody to listen to me. Is that how he talks?
I don't know. Ask Rich Little about jumping into it. That's what he did for a living.
Yeah. Well, somebody's not paying me for this, and that's an insult, of course, to all our many Patreon fans who write me every week, say, more impressions.
Pick a lane. All right.
Yeah, drive-through lane if you're Mike. Oh, don't forget to get the sauces. Is that how he talks?
No.
I asked for 3 sandwiches.
It might as well be how he talks, but I don't think it is.
I think I'm doing the Jerky Boys now. I don't know.
He would have been good in them. He'd have been better suited to that, I think.
Are we sure that this isn't like part of their comeback, their Borat-style comeback? Mike Lindell? Okay, folks, people, listen, there's a lot going on. Trump is under attack. He needs your donations as soon as they're coming after his children now.
He needs the donations mainly because he's got to pay that special master. He got to cough that. Remember the judge decided, he said, well, we'll split it, But no, this judge told him, no, you got to pay for all that. That's the one thing she did, I guess, right? I don't know. And, every decision that special master has been making, and he's been making a few, Trump's paying for every bit of it.
How are they going to make sure he pays them, Mo? Because that's the part that I don't. Like, anytime somebody tells Trump, no, you got to pay for this, I'm like, well, let's not hold our breaths.
Well, what are you going to say? If you don't pay me, you're going to sue me? Get in line. They won't get to you by the time he'll be, long gone by that lawsuit.
And his children won't have any money by the time the Attorney General of New York gets done with him, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's a different. They say that's a civil, right? There's a difference. That's a civil suit that she's doing. Yeah.
It really does seem like they've gone too far, going after little Don Jr. and little Eric and sweet little Ivanka.
They all pleaded the fifth like over 400 times. Well, poor them. Just show up, say I played the fifth.
So Special Master Deary also going. Imagine if like Trump was a normal person with an actual marriage, and he came home with his little briefcase, the gold letter T on it. And Melania was like, "Oh, how was your day, dear?" He said, "Well, listen to this." And she'd be like, "Blow my brains out." What? I mean, she's probably like that anyway, but like if you got sued by like 2, 3 different, well, I mean, we're not even counting. All we have wrote down here, Jackie, is Special Master and New York AG, but like E. Jean Carroll, wasn't she suing him again under new victims' rights laws? And,
and that's moved. And the suit beforehand, I thought was still moving on. That was not even gone. It's a new one. Yeah.
And Georgia, I mean,
they're family members of the many police officers that were working on January 6th that they have civil suits again. I mean, they have lawsuits again. I mean, it goes on. I think that Wikipedia page would take you 2 weeks to read every lawsuit or whatever it is with his name in it. It's just, it's
like our old Wikipedia page.
Oh, yeah, well, where's that one at?
They keep taking it down.
Take it down, yeah.
Guy Lancaster said he tried to put it up again, and they took it down for even barely hit click.
They need room for all Trump lawsuits.
That's it. I guess that's it.
That's
another way he screwed us.
Yeah.
People are like, why y'all so mad at Trump all the time? Well, we can't even get on Wikipedia. It is funny, this Deary. First of all, it's funny his name's Deary.
Deary.
And it's funny the lawyer's name is Trusty, Trump's lawyer. And it's funny that's it. That's all the funny. Well, it's funny the way that Deary just keeps being like, what? They'll say something and then he'll say, no.
Well, I don't know how long. Well, we're going to find out, I guess, how long this is going to go on. Because what's going to happen is Trump is going to go on Hannity and say, I declassified everything. And he's going to say that the FBI planted it. I mean, he's going to they can't make him not do that. And then every time his lawyers have to be in front of their special master, the one that they chose, the one that Trump's paying for, and he goes, I mean, he may even be trying to help him. It looks like he goes, I need all the evidence on him declassifying this before we get started. That's the main thing I'm going to need. Oh, we don't have that. We can't. You can't. We got to save that for when we're really in trouble. I guess what basically was the answer, I think. It's like, if we get indicted, we got to have, didn't make any damn sense. So then next day, go on hand. The next day, well, all right, I need all the evidence that you could provide me that the FBI, the Department of Justice has lied or has planted, whatever you got. I need that right now. Oh, we ain't got none of that. So I don't know how long can that go on.
Y'all just come on, sit it right up here on the desk. Just come on up here. Don't be shy. Just sit it wherever you want to. Just hand it to the bailiff. If I have a bailiff in here, I'm not sure how court works when it's not on TV, but just bring, or I'm not in night court for drunken disorder. Just bring all that evidence up here.
Had they not had to have a special master. He may not even be dealing with this right now. This could be something down, like,
Yeah, he wanted the special master.
No judge would have been asking. Yeah, this is what we want. They wouldn't be dealing with this. They wouldn't be caught in a lie literally every day. This would have happened later on, probably way down the line if, when he indicted. Not right out the gate right now. That's him. They did this. This is what they set up. Him and his crack team of lawyers. The one that did get paid up $3 million up front. He got one real lawyer. And the only reason that he's there is because he probably suitcases of cash. I mean, somehow, he got paid up front.
Just taking the last of Russia's gas money, just in jeweled suitcases. What if I just don't understand that either. I mean, obviously, if he had $3 million to give that lawyer, somebody give it to him, right? Because he ain't got no money. That's the other thing they're mad about with the New York, is that it makes them look poor. Like swindlers with I ain't got no money. And that's the big thing. They're all on there. Oh, but no, Mar-a-Lago. Oh, yeah, right. Mar-a-Lago's only worth whatever, 75. But yeah, right. What do they? And then all this stuff, just more. We say this every week. We're just going to be hearing about this stuff for the rest of our lives. It's going to be awful and embarrassing. And somehow we're always going to be surprised, and yet we knew about it the entire time. Are we at the end of the books that people knew everything? Like Maggie Haberman's book, is that the last of the books that people knew stuff that they ain't told about till now? Is there any other books coming out that people...
There'll be books coming out long after I'm dead, which that ain't that long, but
Well, hopefully... If all the Republicans get on the school boards, they can just ban them as soon as they come out.
Well, yeah.
Because that's what school kids really want to read about, is a deep dive into all the corruption of the Trump administration.
It seems like this week, and I in no way do I think it's positive that people are having to go to the streets in Iran, in Russia right now, and then all this going on, and then the crazy radio man, him in court screaming and hollering, they're going to hopefully take all of his money. It seems like the something's, like I said, none of that's positive, but it seems like it's a good week, I guess, to see people stand up for their rights, try to do something about this. We shouldn't be in the situation that we're in to begin with, but we are, so hope something good comes out. I know Iran's terrible. They're shutting down the computers and everything over there. They're going to kill people there. Well, they've been killing people there.
What do you think's happening in Russia? They shipping them off Ukraine. If Trump wins again, they'll be grabbing me up off the street. Say, you want to go to Ukraine? Answer yes or yes.
Oh, you be in the box on the way, yeah.
I don't want to go Ukraine, Jackie.
I don't either.
I mean, I'd like to go under better circumstance. You know what? Maybe this whole podcast thing maybe we should sign up to be freedom fighters over in Ukraine.
We get
before Trump gets in and we get conscripted.
We get in people's way. Just make it worse. They trying to actually do something over there. Me and you.
Well, you peel the damn potatoes. You peel potatoes for, ain't you?
I know how to peel a potato, but still, there's another potato they got to give an old man sitting there peeling potatoes. I ain't getting in the way.
I figured there's some generals over there could use a good secretary, and then I'll work my way up the chain of command. Before you know it, I'll be Ukraine's favorite hillbilly. That's Dunlap. And I'll be hosting the Ukrainian Grand Ole Opry 5 nights a week as we celebrate our victory over the Ruskies.
I support you in all that, yeah.
So get in a truck. Let's head on over there.
That's a drive right there. That's a long ways. I don't even know.
Can you get there? Like if you go way up north, does it just kind of curve around?
You got to have, the proper things on your truck, snow tire, all that stuff. You going to be up in the
gotta
cold.
put
You got to
weather
weatherproof that truck you're driving, and that, it's still a long trip,
It is a terrible world. Puerto Rico had a damn hurricane.
Awful, yeah. There's what going to Canada now. One going up at the Canada. They ain't used to hurricanes, I don't think.
I'm going to say we all better get used to hurricanes.
Yeah.
You can't drink the water in Mississippi. Brett Favre's down there stealing welfare money, giving it to Ted DiBiase. I was reading that article about the welfare scandal, about them stealing all that welfare money in Mississippi. It ain't like Mississippi. Everybody's doing okay in Mississippi. They're loaded. And I read the name Ted DiBiase, and I was like, hell, he's a wrestler named that. That's funny. And it was a wrestler. And his kids. $1 Million Man Jr. I like to find humor in today's tragedies.
Get what you can. Get it where you can, yeah.
So all over the world, I don't even think that's scratching the surface of it all. I think the UN, what do they call the Surgeon General of the UN, got up there and was like, shit, y'all, this is messed up. We're in deep hockey up here. They're trying to keep everything running. I don't even know what just happened in England. They went crazy. Stock market crashed. Russia. Don't even get me started on that shit.
It's
All
hard
they
to
want
keep
to do
up.
is nuke us. Fuck this.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Well, I didn't say it. He said it. Can you imagine they get Trump? All this stuff percolating over here with Trump and all this evil destruction stuff going on in the rest of the world, and they'll be like, well, we finally got him, and they drag him into court, and they're like, Donald Trump, I hereby sentence you to the day after. Not a one of us gets to enjoy it. Jackie, if you had to choose between Trump going to jail or staving off a nuclear blast, what would you choose?
I don't want a nuclear nothing. What are you talking about? The two don't even,
That's good, because I almost thought you had Trump derangement syndrome.
What is it?
Trump derangement syndrome. That's what all the people online, they say, oh, you got that TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. All you think about is Trump. I say, I got a little case of it. But it's because he infected me with it.
Well, as much as I do think about it, I ain't even thinking about it nearly as much as Merrick Garland or any of them.
Yeah, we do it for free. There's people getting paid to do it.
Yeah.
They figuring stuff out right now that we ain't even privy to. All we do is get on here and go, I can't believe this.
Only the highest people up are privy to that, and anyone who ever visited Mar-a-Lago at some point in time got drunk and walked in the wrong bathroom.
If I was at Mar-a-Lago, and don't think all them ascot wearing golf shoe motherfuckers wasn't down there.
Hey.
It ain't like they think he's brilliant. Some of them do, but most of them are like, I'm looking for secrets. Hell, I'll sell this shit. They go down there and have a white supremacist wedding. And in the meantime, they're combing the kitchens for damn nuclear secrets like they're on the beach with a metal detector. my little girl got married, and then we sat around and played cue music, and then we searched a couple of floors for stolen documents. We met some really lovely spies from all over. Cue music, Jackie. Did you hear that? This
I
Trump.
don't know. I don't know what cues music. I don't know what that is.
Listen, I can barely get through this whole damn thing, but I got to tell you, it's so stupid. There's a Washington Post article. He's been having these rallies. He had one for J.D. Vance. Is this where J.D. Vance thought he was going to wind up? Probably. Maybe not this particular assemblage of gross and horrifying bullshit, but he probably knew if he got what he wanted.
He earned it. Every bit of it right there. Yeah.
J.D. Vance up in Ohio. So they had this rally and they played this song. People were like, that's a Q song. I guess it's a song that was in a Trump video. One of those apocalyptic ones. They just went to a service that has, cheap to license music for it, which I'm surprised they even did that. They didn't just take, let's play Funeral for a Friend. But they found some cheap to license music called Winders by this guy who said later they found him and said, I don't know. No, I don't like that. Imagine that. You just sitting on your keyboard making like focus beats or whatever, and damn, one day you get a call saying, hey, how come you make all this QAnon music? You're like,
yeah,
shit.
You wrote the score to Q. He does all their music.
Damn, I'm trying to make $4 a day off Spotify. I don't know nothing about it.
And if I am, then where the hell's my money?
That's right. If I'm going to be the Hans Zimmer of white nationalism, somebody better at least pay me. There's a lot of people who think like that. Not the Hans Zimmer part. Not as many talented musician. I don't know. I don't know about talented, but I mean, you do have your Kid Rocks. You have your damn, I never watched, you know what I meant to watch before we recorded this, Jackie?
No.
Trump talking to damn old actor man, poetry reading, Midnight Cowboy, John Volk.
Oh, I didn't know. This is news to me. I missed it. What is it now? They talking to each other again?
They sat down and they had a conversation. And folks, I'm sorry I let you down here. I didn't prepare. I didn't watch it. I just seen it and it just jogged my memory. This is usually the stuff they would cut out of other podcasts, but I guess the most I can tell you is go look it up. Hopefully it'll be funny and not depressing. Anyway, so the song was in a video, then like they played the song at a rally, and then Q people were like, I guess because the video was on the Q forums, they're like, oh, that's for Q, and then it went back to Trump, or maybe it was for Q. This is from a Washington Post article. I think I'm getting the order a little mixed up, but just so, and maybe they're naive, but just so you know, it finally went back to the Trump rally, playing it for sure for Q people. But let me just read. He wanted the song is called Windows by the guy who made it, but somebody Q YouTube person put it up on Spotify under Where One Goes, We All Go, WWG1. Don't go listen to this.
What?
But here's the part I wanted to read to you. This is the part that's really stupid instead of just like kind of stupid and kind of scary. This is the mostly stupid part. The song completed its journey from Trump to QAnon back to Trump at his rally in Pennsylvania over Labor Day weekend. Trump mentioned that he wanted spooky music to end his speech, like the song in the video. So he started doing a live performance of the video. So this is probably a video that's been going around. I didn't see this. He's reading the script from the video with the soundtrack, including thunderclaps that precede the music. So he's just up there doing a haunted house record.
He better get that out. We know he needs some money right now. It's Halloween. He better get his he needs to get that out in the stores now because they'll all buy it.
The QAnon people love this shit, and this time they get to do like their Nazi ones.
Why?
They stick their one finger up in the air.
Oh, the Nazi. Well, I saw a picture. Yeah, they do it. Number one Nazi. Yeah.
Somewhere between a prayer and a Nazi salute, which is also, I think, a Morrissey song. But that's what's going on at the Trump rallies. I just like him up there reading computer scripts with thunder in it. And I didn't watch it, but I hope that like when the thunder goes off, he's like, ooh. There's a little bit with it. Folks, he's going to kill us all. It's so stupid and so terrifying. It's awful. It's like if a Jerry Lewis movie was marching us to the camps. It's not the way I want to go out.
No, sir.
Let me, one more thing, Jackie. Is there anything else you need to talk about? Did we talk about?
No, I thought that was the end of it there. I thought, well, that's a good stopping point, but go ahead.
Oh, well, let me just talk about, since Nashville's in the news, you heard about Vanderbilt and Nashville, how there's, this asshole, Matt Walsh, who lives in Nashville, and you know how they was calling in, like, bomb threats and attacking doctors at that hospital in Boston.
I got friends, and you got friends that work in the damn libraries, and they're having to leave up Nashville, and they call them bomb threats in and everything else.
And, of course, they say, oh, that wasn't us that called in that bomb. But still, they're also kind of like bomb threats. I mean, Trump just said that the National Archives was, a well-known terrorist organization. I just, first of all, stand up for trans people, especially trans kids. This really, this language that this Matt Walsh guy is using, of course, it's been like this for a long time, but it's just like, if you defend them, you're a groomer. If you defend the hospital people, you're a butcher of kids. All this dumb nonsense. It's like Anita Bryant, but with more people with baseball bats showing up to school board meetings. I don't like none of it, so the more people that speak out is good. The other thing is, if they're proposing all these things, Marsha Blackburn, Governor Bill Lee here in Tennessee, people trying to get them to investigate Vanderbilt Hospital, to pass laws outlawing, health care for trans kids. Marsha Blackburn, anytime there's any sort of repulsive, violent assholery, like, she's there in a minute. Like, you don't even have to cut. You're like, hey, who should we call to do all this repulsive, violent assholery? And your phone rings, and it's Marsha Blackburn. Like, how did you know? And she's a Radar O'Reilly of repulsive, violent assholery. Here's my proposal is to ban conservative media stars from Tennessee. We have enough. And we need to cull their ranks. Just kick them out. There's lots of states they can go to. Iowa, Idaho, any of the Iowans. We don't need them here. And I know people say, oh, well, what about debate, Dunlap? What about freedom of speech, spirited discourse, or strengthening our nation through dissent? Look, I love dissent. Dissent, tie our foot up your ass. Let's get them out of here. Jackie, you know who all lives up in Nashville, our neighbor to the north? Matt Walsh, this transphobic, violent, fostering dickhole.
The Shapiro boy is up there, isn't he?
Shapiro dickhole. Tommy Lauren dickhole. Candace Owens' dickhole. Mike Huckabee, dickhole, tapes his dickhole show over in Hendersonville, dickhole, Tennessee.
Now, usually I'd tell you to watch your language, but in this case, we're going to let it stand.
Damn, the Daily Wire is here. Alan Keyes apparently has a streaming show in Pigeon Forge, which is not Nashville, but close enough. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Lindell shows up down here. Oh, where's the Arby's? That's him, right? He goes to Arby's. He talks like that.
Not really.
So, that's my proposal. I know it'll never get passed because truth be told, there was already a lot of assholes here. It probably what drew all them assholes here in the first place. But there's also a lot of people that ain't assholes. And we need a fighting chance. We don't want this to be like the damn asshole media city. Now whenever anybody thinks of Nashville, Jackie, they're going to think of racist, exclusionary buttholes.
No one's ever thought of Nashville like that until now.
I wish we could have stopped at Kid Rock.
We thank you kindly, all of y'all, for lending your ears and your radios or your computers or the phones, whatever it is, and listening to the Red State Update today. We appreciate it. Can't thank you enough.
We've done 495 episodes, counting this one, and over on our Patreon page, we just did our 201st Patreon only. $5 or more per month you give us, and you get 20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap.
Well, we did a big old special 200th one. That's a lot longer than 20 minutes. How long is it? I'm not trying to scare you away from it, but it's long.
It's like 90 minutes or something.
It's
like
long.
That.
But then it got all sorts of surprises and things and all that, celebrating the 200th thing. And you definitely don't have to listen to it in one sentence. You could just listen to it a little bit at a time. That's how I used to listen to. Remember that Billy Joel tape? It took me a while to get to like him. They had a tape machine at work back in the barbecue, and I was cooking, and it got stuck in there, this tape, and that's not usually what I'd listen to is that old Billy Joel, but it got stuck in that thing. Couldn't get it out. All it would play, had to hear something back there. So over time, I just listened to a little bit. All right. Took me a while, and eventually, I could listen to the whole side of Uptown's Girls.
How many years that take you?
4 to 6, 4, 5, 6, something like that.
Like a warm bath, like a little too hot. Just get in there a little bit.
Well,
get used to it, and then next thing you know,
get used to it, and then okay, this ain't so bad. I see what all the fuss is about now, And of course that video where he's so little and running around, I like that. Yeah.
Which video is that?
He running around after a girl, something little, she trying to walk away from him or something. What is Uptown's Girls? That one.
Well, he should have let her go.
Huh?
Nowadays that wouldn't be a good. And back in too. I'm just saying, if a girl's trying to walk away from you need to let her go.
It was funny. I think was he a mechanic in that video?
Oh, that's why she was walking. He had a car.
It's been so long since I've seen it. For some reason, I've just seen him with oil all over his face, like a mechanic, like in a overalls.
Did something blow up maybe, and he had soot on his face from an explosion?
I could be totally wrong. It's been a long time, but I remember him just...
I know what you're talking about. Is he a chimney sweep in it, though? Maybe that's it.
Covered in mess, just running around. A little old thing, to run around chasing that girl. Old Billy Joel Uptown girl.
He had a fountain pen.
Uh-huh.
And you know what happens with them. That's why Bic come out and like, no more. Also, I said every week for damn. Let's be honest. It's week and a half, 2 weeks, but we're doing the best we can here at Red State Update. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate everybody who's giving us $5 more a month to get there. 20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. Go ahead, go on, go listen. Go ahead, go on, go listen. That's our motto here at Red State Update.
And we appreciate all of y'all helping us. That money goes to keep the computers going and the microphones plugged in and all the stuff to make it go, But I tell you what, we need a little extra money more than that, and I ain't asking it from you. Y'all give us plenty enough. I'm talking about sponsors. That's right, local sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Give us $25, and they're our sponsor, and we're happy to talk about them on here. It's always a good place to eat. It's always good new product that just come out. There are some people that invented things that you've never heard of. You wouldn't know about it if you didn't hear about it here on Red State Update and them giving us $25. I love most of our sponsors over the years. And I tell you what, I love this new one I got here now. This is something else here. Little Jimmy Chickens.
What is it now?
Little Jimmy Chickens. Yeah, that's little. That's Little. Jimmy, Jimmy.
Okay.
Chicken, Chickens. Little Jimmy Chicken. It's a good place. It's a good little chicken. And, some people say, I'm had enough of that hot chicken everywhere I look. It's Nashville hot chicken. A new one there, another one there. Why do we need so many? Well, tell you what, you don't need so many, but you do need some Jimmy Little Chickens. And let me tell you why this place is so good. First off, won't burn your mouth off.
So just regular chicken, not Nashville hot.
Well, you get spicy, but not Nashville hot. They don't do that. It's like there's enough of it. You don't need to do it.
Is this Murfreesboro-style chicken?
It is Murfreesboro-style chicken. It is.
Wow.
Fried chicken, delicious. But here's the thing. It's Little Jimmy Chickens. It's a little bit of... They somehow either find little chickens to use, like a little egg or a little, or just a small amount of a big chicken. Either way, you're only getting a small amount, just the right amount, and you ain't going to want no more. It ain't like on Thanksgiving when you eat too much and you're bloated and you had to undo your, belt and all that stuff. No, sir.
Wait. What if I'm hungry for a lot of chicken?
Well, if worse comes to worse, you can get 2 or 3 orders.
Why don't I just go to a place that serves a normal amount of chicken?
Fine, go there. Fine, that's fine, go there. But some people don't want to eat all that chicken, get all big and sick like you. Some people just want to eat just the right amount of fried chicken. Not too much, not too little either. Now, it says little, but it's just enough.
Well, why don't they say just enough Jimmy Chickens?
That's the catchphrase, Little Jimmy Chickens. It's just enough.
Is this got anything to do with Little Jimmy Dickens?
That's why they changed it. That's why, I ain't gonna spell it again, but they had trouble with the estate, and they had to change the Jimmy and put a Z on. I mean, he didn't go rest his soul, but whoever's living, I guess, did not like it. They made a poster or something like that, and they did a thing. I don't know all the story to it, but that's why they had to put the Z to it. He's telling me all this when he gave me $25.
Turn him into a chicken?
Make sure you spell it. Huh?
Did they turn Little Jimmy Dickens into
No, they didn't do that. I think they just had him eating the chicken.
I think he's got a whole song. It sounds like a joke, but it's true. I think he got a whole song about eating chicken.
Oh, yeah, I know that, yeah.
Got a song about cold tater.
Oh, well, everybody knows that one, yeah. Wait, yeah, pass it, wait, yeah.
So, Little Jimmy Chickens.
It's just enough.
So you can't get too much.
If you want to make a pig of yourself in front of everybody there, sure. Make everybody feel better about themselves that they're just getting a little bit while you get 4 or 5 of them and shove them in your fat face, making them all sick. Fine, go there and do it.
Listen, we don't talk like that anymore. I have hunger.
What?
I want to be nourished. My belly, all those All those things. That's how we talk now. We don't do. If I go to Little Jimmy Chickens and I want 2 damn orders of little, barely cover a plate, Murfreesboro style chicken, I'll feel good about myself. I don't need to argue with you telling me how hungry I am. Damn. I'll go in there and get as many damn orders of little chickens as I want, and I'll walk out of there like fucking Lizzo and be like, I'm fuck everybody.
Hey, watch your mouth. I don't know what the language is for. I don't need it.
But Murfreesboro style chicken, I guess that Murfreesboro style chicken, though, that really is just like a little amount. That's basically all it means. Because down here in Murfreesboro, they didn't lean times with chickens, and Murfreesboro style chicken is just. So I guess it wouldn't really be authentic Murfreesboro style chicken if it was too much of it. Quantity wise, it has to be a smaller amount.
Fine, whatever. You done? That's my sponsor. I thank you for talking about my sponsor on and on about nothing.
Let me ask you one more question. I heard other old men talk about when they was little that chickens was normal size, and now they're all full of chemicals, and they got gigantic breasts and thighs and all the parts that we eat. And they're monstrous. They're hideous Dr. Moreau creatures. We don't even want to look at them. Is that how you remember it?
No.
How do you remember chickens?
Just chickens? What are you talking about? How do I remember chickens?
Well, I mean, they're like, oh, yeah, chickens now, they're too big and they're monstrosities. Back in our day, they were just little chickens.
There's all kinds of sizes of chickens. There's different, whatever kind you want size. This place just has little chickens. That's in the name, Little Jimmy Chickens.
I don't know why you just refuse to talk about your memories, Jackie. I wish you'd open up.
What memories?
Chicken memories.
Chickens turning into giants since I was a child? What the hell are you talking about?
The companies, Tyson, all them, they inject them.
I ain't got nothing to do with any of that. Why are you
I'm not blaming you. I was asking a question. I thought you'd say, well, yeah, they was little and they just enough. And they brought that old-fashioned quality home here at Little Jimmy Chickens with a Z. It's just enough here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Murfreesboro-style chicken. Like, I was setting you up, and then you get all paranoid on me. Damn.
What?
You sound like Alex. What's his name? Not Alex from Stroh's. The damn crazy one.
Which crazy?
They said kids don't get killed and he's on
good.
trial.
Hey, I talked about him earlier, Crazy Radio Man, or whatever.
Yeah, that's how you sound.
Yeah. How do I sound like that? I ain't the one telling everybody the chickens are mutating and getting in your system and changing your mind into something else. I ain't saying that. You are.
It's an innocent question. And then, first of all, you talk just like him. And then second of all, you got all paranoid and crazy. Next thing you know, you'll be saying I got lasers coming out of my eyes.
Just why do you even say anything during my sponsor? Why do you say anything? Just let me do my sponsor and then quit talking. That's what I tried to do over and over again. Then you say giant chicken. Then you say Crazy Radio Man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Little Jimmy Chickens. No, Chickens. I'm doing it. You shut your damn mouth. I'm doing it. Little Jimmy Chickens, just enough.
Jackie, I got a sponsor this week. I think you're really going
to I don't give a damn.
Nutluggers. Folks.
All right.
It's the first day of autumn. That means fall. As far as I can tell, September Day is just around the corner. Or maybe we're just wrapping up with it. Either way, soon them chestnuts is going to be roasting on an open fire. We're going to need pecans for them pecan pies. We're going to need all the other nuts y'all like to chew, suck on, grind up, and moisten into a paste.
Why?
But how you going to get them nuts from the nut farm to your table? Nutluggers. 13 years of trucking nuts from the nut farm to your table. Come on. Give us a call at Nutluggers. Let us know how many nuts you need, how soon you need it, and where you want us to put them. Don't let a Halloween, Christmas, a hayride, homecoming, a bonfire, Thanksgiving, all the other ones pass by without getting a few more nuts at your house. That's Nutluggers. Aren't you going to say anything about the name sounding dirty?
I was about to, but then you explained what it was. I'm like, all right.
Bert Arm. You know Bert Arm?
Nope.
He runs Nutluggers. He said that his daughters told him it sounded dirty as hell. And he said he's always telling them they got a dirty mind, hush up,
All
that
right.
dirty talk.
All right.
He said they're always cussing and talking about their boyfriends, you know what's, and all this stuff.
All right. I don't
He
care
said
how
he didn't raise his kids to talk so spicy. And he said, I think it's just them. What do you think, Dunlap? Does that sound dirty to you? I said, 13 years and nobody's ever kidded you about Nutluggers? He said, well, you know, here and there, but that's also them locker room talking boys. I don't like him either. And I didn't want to tell him, but he lives in a fantasy world. You put nut in your business name,
All right.
all people going to think about is testicles.
All right.
Bert.
Just
I took the money. Yes, I took the $25.
You explained what it was. You said it was I don't know why you can't just go get Kroger, get your walnuts, whatever the hell it is you want.
Well, maybe you
that
need
to
more
your
than
house.
you can.
Fine, whatever. What you explained what it was is fine. All right, we got through it. You did a sponsor. We're done. Don't go back. Tell everybody. This reminds you of of that. I don't want to hear it. Nobody
I
else
don't have
does.
to tell them. They're thinking it.
You did, though. You did, though. Nobody said anything till you did it.
I just think we should address the elephant nuts in the room because everybody's thinking about it. And until I release
thought about
the
it.
tension.
I thought about it for a second. I was about to say something, and then you explained what it was. I said, fine. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And I did. And
But in a way that's
sure
worse.
enough, you had to talk about private parts. You had to, had to get there and figure it out. So you could just sit there and talk about your thing or this or that. I don't want to hear any of it.
It's worse if you hear somebody say, hey, I got a business called Nutluggers. And they go, wait, yeah, it's a funny, dirty name we come up with. And everybody's like, oh, okay. And they're relieved. But if you're like, oh, I got a business called Nutluggers, and you're sitting there waiting for him to go, okay, was this a joke or what? And he's like, yeah, we just bring nuts when it's Christmas time, spice nuts, peanuts, pecans, whatever you're in the market for.
You did
and
this
you're sitting
already.
there going,
You did it already. You
ain't
did
gonna
it.
talk about it at all. Ain't gonna mention testicles or balls or none of that. But here's my business card. It says Nutluggers right on it. Just give me a call. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to church now. Bye. And you go, that poor son of a bitch. He don't know. How does he not know? And I just didn't want our listeners to go through that. That was awkward. Just me talking
All right.
about
Well,
it.
you did. All right. You took care of it twice now. You just explaining it to me, and I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't
So
want to hear
that
it.
was Little Jimmy Chickens.
That's my sponsor. I say it. Little Jimmy Chickens. It's just enough chicken.
And Nutluggers.
Just leave it alone.
I guess are we just done with the Oopserall stuff? What happened with the Oopseralls?
With the what?
The Oopseralls.
Are you doing drug? What is it?